Pulling up on the Balfour Street, it feels polite. Nice architecture, shaded sidewalks bathed in soft light. It doesn't scream revolution or bloody fights, but this street name, it's the heavy artillery of historical rights. Lord Arthur James Balfour, 1917, a piece of paper, a letter sent. The moment the world's greatest empire finally bent its knee to history and said it's true, this land has an ancient connection to the Jew. Now I hear you back in London, in Berkeley, in your campus dorms, rewriting history to fit your current social justice storms. You call this colonialism, a foreign implant, a thief in the night, because that's the easy narrative, black and white. But you forget the context, you lazy historians of defeat. This wasn't an invasion, it was the planting of a seed. The world acknowledged a debt that was overdue. It wasn't about erasing others, it was about making space for something new. A national home, a sliver of land for a hunted tribe. A truth that your current professors refuse to subscribe. Oh, Balfour Street is a quiet lane, but the echo is loud. It's the moment two futures emerge from the crowd. One chose the blueprint, the mortar, the stone. The other chose the sword and the burning throne. Don't talk to me about justice until you understand the fork. Behind Balfour stood Wiesmann, the scientist, the brain, a man who knew that rhetoric alone wouldn't stop the pain. He didn't wear a keffiyeh and hold a rusty gun. He wore a tailored suit and got the diplomatic work done. He used science acetone for the British war machine to buy goodwill for a dream that was barely seen. Zionism wasn't built on grand violent theft. It was built by buying swamps with whatever coin was left, by building institutions before we had a state, by saying yes to compromise while others preached hate. We all knew you don't get a country by just demanding it loud. You build it brick by brick, standing out from the crowd. But let's talk about the other side of that historic coin, the leadership that the liberals today so eagerly join. While Wiesmann was in London using persuasion and grace, who was leading the Arabs in this contested space? Haj Amin al-Husseini, the Grand Mufti, the supreme voice. And when history offered a fork, let's look at his choice. He didn't go to Geneva to plead a peaceful case. He went to Berlin to look the devil in the face. He sat with Hitler 1941, the documented fact, planning how to bring the final solution to the Middle East intact. That is the spiritual far of the resistance you cheer today. A man who preferred total annihilation over finding a way. Oh, Balfour Street is a quiet lane, but the echo is loud. It's the moment two futures emerge from the crowd. One chose the blueprint, the mortar, the stone. The other chose the sword and the burning throne. Don't talk to me about justice until you understand the fork. So when you walk down this leafy, quiet Tel Aviv street, remember the historical crossroads sitting beneath your feet. We didn't steal this future, we built it on a diplomatic vow. While their leaders were busy learning German, we were busy learning